Hi, I'm Summer. Welcome to practice today. We are going to open up the chest and the shoulder area. You don't need to have anything at all. You can have props if you like to have them, but just an open heart, open mind. Let's begin. As you take a comfortable seat, sit up nice and tall and just close your eyes for a few breaths, pausing, slowing down enough to feel that you're living beautiful being, having an experience of being in your body, opening to the world today. Grateful for life. Grateful for this practice that reminds you that your body, your health, your clear mind are all profound gifts. Gifts worth tending, gifts worth naming your gratitude towards. Keeping your breath flowing, blink your eyes open. So we're in any comfortable seat. You're going to start with your arms downward to the sides, palms up. And with your in-breath, sweep the arms wide around and up. So when you reach up, the arms are shoulder distance apart and your palms face in. As you exhale, turn the palms down and with resistance, lower the arms. And start to move at the pace that works, where your breath is really guiding the pace of your movement. You're kind of landing your mind, your movement, your whole experience into the thread of the breath. Tone the arms, and as you continue, lift the inner body brightly from the sides, from the front and back as you reach up, and keep that brightness even as your arms lower down. One more, just like this. Inhale, stretch up. Keep the spine tall, like a column of light, all the way up through your head and neck as you exhale and lower the arms. Now relax the arms. Do some shoulder rolls up, back, and around. Up, back, and around. And then pause. Take your head like a turtle coming out of its shell, forward and back. Forward and back. One more time, and as you move back, take the top of the throat, tops of the ears back, and then pause. Take a nice breath. Feel how your ears are in line with your shoulders and your hips. So we're starting to really get our spine in alignment here. Now, keeping that, inhale, sweep the arms wide and up. This time, turn your palms face forward and imagine you're in downward dog. So spread your fingers nice and wide, and then bring your hands a couple inches more to the front plane of you. Imagine you're gripping the mat with your hands. You can even do, as I'm showing here, tiger paws. And then I want you to hollow the armpits back. So you can kind of go back and forth. Let's do that one more time. Push the armpits forward and then plug back. Can you keep the armpits hollowed and stretch your arms straight up again? And then out of the pelvis, really stretch up and lift. Breathing here. And now turn your palms flat to the sky. Imagine you're in a handstand. This is all cueing us eventually towards these deeper, bigger poses. But we have to break them down in the foundational level for safety and to learn how to access power. Now, oftentimes as we're stretching in our upper body, our front ribs will float forward and kind of bring us into back bend. So I want you to keep your arms up, but look downward towards your ribs and take the shelf of your low ribs back and maintain that. Can you stretch up even higher? I just lifted another half inch. Let's take one more breath here. And then on an exhale, lower the arms. And we'll come now to all fours. When you come into your tabletop position, you can clear your mat otherwise. Spread your fingers, just like the tiger paw. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. And then up and down, you're going to isolate this melting of your heart and then rounding of your back. But don't move too much more. So try not to dump into the low belly or droop the head. You're trying to keep everything stable. And just mobilize in the thoracic spine. Grip through your hands like you're pulling long opera gloves up your arms. Get strong and toned. And the next time you melt your heart, hold that position. So there is a softening between your shoulder blade area. And notice if your head is dropped. So now take the top of your throat and the top line of your ears to the sky more. And then tone right under the shelf of your rib cage more. And we're maintaining this as we walk the hands out in front, come on fingertips, and then eventually bow your forehead down, puppy dog. Take a nice deep breath. And then crawl the fingertips farther out in front a little bit more. Another deep breath. Press your feet and your knees. One more time. Maybe see if you can crawl your hands out a little bit more for another deep breath. Now, as you're staying, I want you to feel your outer upper arms turn into your nose more. Outer upper arms rotate in towards the face. And then press into your fingertips to lift your inner shoulders up so you let go of any gripping around your neck. One final breath. From here, walk your hands in, lift your head, and we'll come to all fours again. And now, keeping your left hand down, take the right arm to the side, draw the arm bone back, and then stretch it up to the sky. Look up. From here, we'll thread the right arm all the way underneath, bringing the right cheek down. Press the floor away so you're not collapsed. Bring your left arm towards the wall that you're facing in that direction. Plug the arm bone back and then stretch it straight up. So we're integrating the arms into the socket. Maybe straighten to your left leg, tucking the toes, or even float the leg up, lifting a little higher than the hips, turning your foot out to the side. And if you're really playful today and feeling it, try to lift your right foot a little bit. Hover. Can you breathe? Just for fun. Lower both feet, lower both knees, plant the left hand and reach your right arm all the way up. Plug the arm bone back so you stretch up with integration. And then place it down. Second side, take your left arm directly to your left. Plug the arm bone back, then keep the arm straight, reach it straight up. When you look up, your thumb is over your nose. Can you push the floor away to stretch higher? And on your out breath, twist, thread the arm under. You release the breath to twist. Press the hips back in space, press the floor away. Remember, you could stay here or begin to straighten through your right leg with toes tucked. And then reach your right arm to the side. Plug the arm back. You can see we're slowing it down to really find that in every pose. Then the arm goes up. Then the leg might lift. Maybe lift your left foot. You can point the toes and hover, embrace the wobbles. You have to really hug your legs, strengthen. That will stabilize. Place the foot both down, knees down, hand down. Open your left arm to the sky as you anchor the arm bone back, look up, and place the hand all the way. Now, coming down to your elbows, hands in prayer, make sure visually your elbows are a little more narrow than your shoulders. From this position with fingers pointing slightly upward, begin to anchor back through your hips and bow your head. You don't have to sit all the way on your heels. Point your fingertips to the sky. And feel as you anchor your arm bones, you're hollowing the armpits to lift up. And you might go on to bringing your thumbs to your upper back or flat palms to your upper back. Getting in our upper arms, our triceps here. After you exhale, slowly reverse and rise back to table. Now, we're rounding on the exhale into cat, chin to chest, rounded cat. This area, the back of our body, tends to get really sticky, really stuck, especially if we are hypermobile in our back. So here, just hold, keep releasing your head and neck downward, keep pushing your hands into the ground. Feel the full surface of your hands pressing. Breathing behind your heart into this big space of the back of your lungs where most of the exchange of air is actually happening.
Take another deep breath. And on your next inhale, start at the pelvis. Turn the seat high, find dog tilt. Look up. Breathe across the front of your chest now, really filling your lungs for a few breaths. Never collapsing. You're pushing the floor away even as you find this direction in the body. Exhale to round in. Big rounded cat. Inhale to open. And now walk your hands forward, another handprint. Make sure your hands are as wide as your sticky mat and isolate melting your heart like we practiced before. Tuck your toes, slow and steady. Exhale, rise for downward dog. You can walk it out a little by bending one knee, pressing the opposite heel back and downward. But I want you now to look between your thumbs and push every part of the hands into the mat. And as you push down with your hands, lift the armpits up. Turn the inner eye of the elbows, that line of the inner elbow crease forward, and then look back towards your feet. Bring your ears in line with your upper arms and stretch your spine. So we're getting the optimal stability in the shoulders so you can actually stretch your shoulders and chest area more effectively. We're getting the head, the ears in line with the upper arms to find the natural curve of your neck. And that curve in your neck is reflected in your lower back. Try to lift your tailbone to the sky. Draw the lower spine into the body for one more breath. And then lower both knees. Take them wider than your ribs. Point the toes, sink back to the heels, child's pose. As you exhale, get heavier in your hips, your head. Now lift your head a little, thread your left arm over to the right, left cheek comes down. With your right hand reaching to the front of the mat, start to crawl the hand over on the fingertips until you might be able to grab the left edge of your sticky mat and turn open, look up to the sky. Breathe across your back. One more breath. Enjoy. And then you'll slowly lift your head, look down as you unravel and switch sides. Left arm is in front. Right arm twists and threads under. Turn your right cheek down and come on left fingertips and crawl like a little spider. Crawl all the way over to the right. Find this twist. This can be delicious. This part of our spine doesn't get to move a lot, so it's important that we spend time here. Breathe across your back. And after your next exhalation, you'll lift your head, look down, and as you unravel and rise up, we'll come now to tripod. So plant your elbows on the ground, interlace your fingers. Make sure your elbows, again, are shoulder distance apart. Tuck your toes. Now shrug your shoulders upward to your ears, and as you melt your heart, lift the back of the skull up. Take your time, lift your knees and hips. On tippy toes, walk in any amount. You can modify by bending your knees or taking your feet wider. Now look to your feet more, and you're going to rock like you're on a swing. Pump your chest through a few times. Each time move your sternum deeper towards your toes, but resist by thinking of arm bones moving to the front edge of your sticky mat there. And then hold next time you rock through. The heart pumps towards the feet and you're pressing the ground away through your forearms. Ears in line with the upper arms so there's no strain in your neck. You're building endurance. One more round of breath. You're upside down. You can release your thoughts. And then keep your toes tucked for a moment. Lower your knees. Keeping your toes tucked and fingers interlaced, tuck your chin to your chest. And as you round, bring the hands to the back of the head and begin to lift your hips a little more. Think rounded cat. This is the rabbit pose, a variation of it. Breathe in your upper back. Another breath. And then point your toes. Sit all the way upright. Relax the arms. And as you dangle the arms, feel bright in the torso. Shoulders back. Palms in prayer. So you feel this swelling, a lifting of the heart space. A wide, broad movement across your collarbones. Top of the ears. And even the arm bones moving back. And you can stay here, or you could take a mini shavasana. But I hope you carry these principles with you into all of the activities of your day. Bring this heart opening with you as well. Share your heart, share your compassion, your care into the world. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to leave your comments. We love to hear from you. And we have 3 new classes every week, so check back again. Namaste.